I never thought I would say yes. But when the most feared mafia boss in the city offered me a deal, I couldn't refuse. 1 month as his fake wife. In public, I smile. I hold his hand. I pretend we're in love. In private, I stay in my room. I don't ask questions. I don't touch him. And at the end of 30 days, he pays off my mother's hospital bills and I walk away. It was supposed to be simple. But the first night I moved into his mansion, he looked at me like I was already his. And I knew this wasn't a contract. This was a cage. And he had no intention of letting me go. Chapter 1. My mother was dying. The doctors said she needed a surgery we couldn't afford. I worked 3 jobs. I sold everything I owned. It wasn't enough. That's when they came for me. 2 men in black suits showed up at my apartment. They didn't knock. They didn't speak. They just stood there until I followed. The car took me to a mansion I had only seen in movies. And him, Dante Rossi. The youngest mafia boss in the city's history. His family controlled everything. The ports, the police, the politicians. Men feared him. Women wanted him. I just wanted to go home. He was sitting behind a massive desk when I walked in. He didn't stand. He didn't smile. He just looked at me with dark eyes that seemed to see through every layer I had. "You need money," he said. Not a question. "What do you want?" He leaned back. "My mother is dying too. Cancer. She has 6 months, maybe less. Her only wish is to see me married before she goes." I frowned. And I need a wife. Temporary. 1 month. You play the role, I pay your mother's bills. Why me? He stood. Walked around the desk. He was taller than I expected. Broader. He stopped. A few feet away. Because you're desperate. Desperate people don't ask questions. I should have been insulted. Instead, I asked, "How much?" He named a number. My breath caught. 1 month, I said. 1 month. And after? You walk away. No strings. I looked at his face cold, unreadable, beautiful in a dangerous way. I need it in writing. He almost smiled. I'll have my lawyers draw it up. I moved in the next day. My room was bigger than my entire apartment. A king bed, fresh flowers, a closet full of clothes I didn't ask for. Dante was already gone when I arrived. His housekeeper, an older woman named Mrs. Clark, showed me around. He's not easy, she warned, but he's fair. I'm not here to make friends. She looked at me with something like pity. No, dear, you're here to make him fall in love. I laughed. That's not the deal. He doesn't know it yet, but that's always the deal. She left me alone with those words. That night, Dante came home late. I was in the kitchen, unable to sleep, making tea. He stopped in the doorway, watching me. You don't have to cook. There's staff for that. I don't like being served. He leaned against the doorframe. What do you like? Answers. Why did you really choose me? He was quiet for a moment. Then he walked to the counter and sat across from me. Because you didn't flinch. When? When I told you who I am. Most women hear Mafia, and they see dollar signs or danger. You just looked at me, like I was a man, not a monster. I didn't know what to say. He reached across the counter and took the cup from my hands. His fingers brushed mine. Drink your tea. Go to sleep. Tomorrow, we have a gala. He left without another word. I wore a red dress. Not my choice, Mrs. Clark laid it out for me. It was beautiful, expensive. It made me look like I belonged in his world. Dante was waiting at the bottom of the stairs. He wore a black suit, no tie. His eyes traveled over me slowly, deliberately. You look, what? Dangerous. I didn't know if that was a compliment. At the gala, he kept his hand on my lower back, introduced me as his fiancée, smiled at me like I meant something. And when a rival family's son made a comment about me, something crude, something I won't repeat, Dante's smile didn't change, but his eyes did. That night, back at the mansion, he didn't speak. He went straight to his office and closed the door. I heard shouting, then silence. I knocked. Go to bed, Elena. Not until you tell me what happened. The door opened. His face was hard, but his hands were shaking. He won't speak about you again. What did you do? What I had to. I should have been scared. Instead, I stepped closer. You didn't have to protect me. Yes, he said quietly. I did. Days turned into weeks. We developed a routine. Breakfast together, silent, but together. Dinner at the mansion, just the two of us. He asked about my day. I asked about his. He never answered fully, but he never lied either. One night, I found him in the garden. It was late. He was sitting on a bench, staring at nothing. Can't sleep? I asked. Rarely. I sat beside him. Why? He turned to look at me. In the moonlight, his face looked younger, less like a monster, more like a man, because I've done things that don't belong in dreams. I should have left. But instead, I took his hand. Tell me one thing, one true thing. He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, I haven't slept through the night since I was 17. That's when I killed my first man. He was going to kill my father. I stopped him, but I've never stopped seeing his face. My throat tightened. Does it get easier? No, you just get better at pretending. I squeezed his hand. He didn't pull away. The night everything changed. There was a storm. Lightning, thunder, rain pounding against the windows. I woke to a crash. Glass breaking, shouting. I ran to the hallway. Guards were everywhere. Dante was at the end of the hall, a gun in his hand, his face hard. Get back in your room, he ordered. What's happening? Now, Elena. I didn't move. A window shattered behind me. A man climbed through not one of Dante's guards. He grabbed me before I could scream. Dante moved faster than I thought possible. One shot, the man fell. Dante caught me before I hit the ground. Are you hurt? His voice was rough. His hands were checking me, frantic. I'm okay. He pulled me against his chest. His heart was pounding. You could have died, but I didn't. He pulled back, his hands framing my face. I can't lose you. The words hung in the air between us. Dante. I know, he said. It wasn't part of the deal. He kissed me. Not gently, not carefully, like I was the only thing keeping him alive. Afterward, we lay in his bed. His arm was around me. His face was buried in my hair. 30 days, I whispered. I know. I'm supposed to leave in a week. He was silent for a long moment. What if I don't want you to leave? I turned to face him. What are you saying? He looked at me, really looked at me. No mask, no walls. I'm saying I've spent my whole life taking what I want. But you? I want you to choose me. I already chose you, because of the contract. No. I touched his face. Because of who you are when no one's watching. His eyes closed. When they opened again, they were wet. I don't deserve you. Probably not, I said, smiling. But I'm staying anyway. The contract is over, but I'm still here. Dante tore it up in front of me. You're not a line item, he said. You're my future. My mother had her surgery. She's recovering. She doesn't know the truth about him. She just knows I'm happy, and I am. But happiness isn't safe in his world. Last night, he came to bed late. His hands were cold. His eyes were tired. The rival family, he said. They're planning something. Something big. What? I don't know yet. But they mentioned you. My blood went cold. I need to send you away. No. Elena, I said no. I'm not leaving. He grabbed my hands. If something happens to you, I won't survive it. Then make sure nothing happens. I pulled him down beside me. We faced them together. Or not at all. He was silent for a long time. Then he kissed my forehead. You're the bravest person I've ever known. No, I said, smiling. I just love a monster. Outside, the city waited. Dangerous, unforgiving. But in this room, in this moment, we were safe. And I knew whatever came next, I wouldn't face it alone.